What's going on, guys? The Iron Jesse here, and welcome back to my new movie review. And today I'm doing my movie review on Thunderbolts with no spoilers. So, here are my thoughts on this movie. I thought it was great. Marvel is back on track once again, and this film was so freaking awesome. I really loved it. So I did watch the movie last night, which is like a late night premiere or a Thursday late night premiere, if you want to call it. So yes, I did watch it like before the actual release date hits the theaters. Well, today is May 2nd, so the movie is now in theaters. Well, I know I did say it released last night as like a late night premiere because I did watch the movie last night and I did have fun watching it. I did enjoy myself watching the movie and I still remember how good it was. So for the cast members of the film, I'm happy we get to see Florence Pugh return to play as Yelena Belova for the third time right here, because the first time she played as her was in the Black Widow movie, and the second time she played as her was in the Hawkeye series back in 2021. So I still remember that Florence did a really great job playing as Yelena, since it is my most favorite role of hers of all time, so nobody can play a live action Yelena but her, since she did an outstanding job playing as her, since I totally love her character, like how she showed up in the Black Widow movie and the Hawkeye TV series. So yeah, she did an outstanding job playing as Yelena right here. And I'm happy we get to see Sebastian Stan returning to play as Bucky Barnes in the film right here. So it is my most favorite role of his, since he is my favorite Winter Soldier, and I still remember that he did a outstanding job playing as Bucky throughout the MCU franchise since in 2011. He still did a great job playing as Bucky, and it is still my most favorite role of his right here. I'm happy we get to see like Hannah Jung came in returning to play as Ghost, since I feel like this is like her second time playing as Ghost in the MCU, because I still remember she played as her for the first time in Ant-Man and the Wasp in 2018. I was about to say 2015, but no, it's 2018 during the Infinity Saga right here. So I feel like this is like her second time playing as Ghost, and I'm so happy that she's back playing as her, since it is my most favorite role of hers, since she is my favorite Ghost right here, since I still like the characters in their live action looks. But I'm so happy that Hannah is back playing as Ava slash Ghost in the movie, and she still did a great job like she did before in Ant-Man and the Wasp right here, since it's still my most favorite role of hers, and she did a great job playing as Ghost in the film like she did in the Infinity Saga. I'm also happy we get to see Julia Lewis returning to play as Valentina in the movie. I thought she still did a great job playing as Val in the film like she did in the previous MCU projects, but I'm glad we get to see more of her, since I loved her character and the quality for her is just pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, Julia did a great job playing as Val in the film. And I'm happy we get to see the return of David Harbour as Alexei Shostakov slash Red Guardian. So I know he did return playing as him since What If Season 3 in last year in December, but I'm so happy we get to see him playing as him again. So this is like his third time playing as Red Guardian, since the first time was in the Black Widow movie, and the second time he played as Red Guardian was in What If Season 3 right here. So now this is like his third time playing as him, since I'm so happy we get to see more of the Red Guardian in this film. And David still crushed it as Alexei in this film. I still remember how he did a great job playing as Red Guardian, since that is like my most favorite role of his, and I thought he was a pretty funny character, since I love his sense of humor right here. I thought he was so freaking hilarious, but I still love the character right here. And I'm glad we get to see the return of John Walker slash U.S. agent, played by the one and only Wyatt Russell. So this is the second time, actually, I think this is his third time playing as U.S. agent in the MCU, because he did return to play as John again in What If Season 3 last year in that Shang-Chi Western episode of that third season of What If right here. So I'm glad we get to see more of John slash U.S. agent, played by Wyatt. He still did an outstanding job playing as the character. And as for the new character, we have Bob slash Robert Reynolds slash the Sentry slash Void, played by Lewis Pullman. So he is Sentry slash the Void slash, well, Bobby, or Bob right here. But yeah, Lewis did a good job playing as Bob slash Robert slash Sentry slash the Void in the movie right here, since he totally nailed the character right here. Because when I first saw like his character in the theater, I thought he turned out great, since I did reaction videos for the trailers right here, since I've seen the character in the TV spots of the trailers for the movie, but now he did a great job right here. So this is the first time playing as him, and this is the first time that he is part of the MCU right here. So very great cast members right here, and the other ones are great. I'm glad we get to see Taskmaster again, because I want to see more Taskmaster throughout the MCU for the second time after the Black Widow movie right here. So yeah, very great characters right here. So I love the action sequence for the film. And again, I won't spoil a thing because it did release last night, because this is the like third and final time I gotta say this, because I'm getting sick and tired of the repeats. But I did saw this movie last night as like a late night premiere. So yeah, the action sequences, I am a real sucker for action films right here in a good way. And again, you guys know I love the fight scenes as usual, but again, I won't spoil a thing. But I love the good sense of humor for the characters right here, since I love like some of the funny moments, especially the funny Red Guardian moments, because I love Alexi's sense of humor. And yeah, I'm just impressed with it. I love the scenes with the Void right here, since I don't want to spoil a thing right here. Well, I am just a bit right here, but still just a case. And as usual, like I say, if you guys haven't seen the projects, you gotta check them out. But if you already did, like I did, you already know the whole thing. But still, at least I love the cool scenes for the Void right here, since I'm impressed how Lewis's character for him is pretty good, since I love like the deeper voice right here to make him sound like in a scarier, deeper tone for the character's quality. But I was impressed with that. So I wanted to see like some of the new characters in the MCU with their good quality right here, because that's what I like about these characters for the MCU, and even every single movie that I've watched right here. So that's what I like about it. But still, I was impressed with how the Void turns out, with the good quality, even the special effects for the character right here. So yeah, at least it is pretty great, since I love how they like did the filming locations, especially good old New York City. Gotta love Manhattan slash Queens or Brooklyn. But yeah, that is pretty great right here, since they did like a pretty good job with the filming locations for like where the characters go and everything else, since I'm impressed with the filming locations, especially New York. Well, they've done some filming locations for New York before, but the other locations, well, my memory is still pretty bad, but just forgive me on that. Well, it is hard to remember that. But still, I love the good sense of humor, like I said, and I still love the funny moments like between Bob slash Robert, John, Ava, and Yelena right here. So yeah, that is pretty great right here. And one of my favorite scenes of the movie, well, I don't want to spoil the thing. Well, I'm a tiny bit close to doing it, but still, my favorite scene is like the car chase scene, because honestly, I'm a real sucker for car chase scenes, since I love the car chase scenes in every action film, especially Marvel right here. So I just love with that limo chasing, yeah, that Red Guardian limo chasing that we've seen, like some of the footage from that scene from the trailers and the TV spots. So, you know, that scene reminds me of? It reminds me of Terminator. Because like how like Bucky rides his motorcycle right here with his shades on, but it gives me like the Terminator vibes to me, in my opinion. But honestly, I never ever seen the Terminator movies in my entire life, but at least it gave me like some of the vibes from one of the previous Terminator films, maybe like the first, second, or third one, or all the above, or one of them. But still, like I said, it gives me like that vibes right here with that whole motorcycle chase right here, or at least I've seen like that reference when I was watching Family Guy or something like that. But yeah, that is pretty awesome. I love that limo chase scene, because that is like a really sick scene to me, in my opinion. I was just really impressed with that scene right here. It is really funny with that like music scene right here with Red Guardian activating that cracked me up since we did see that in like that D23 trailer when it dropped in November of last year, along with that second Brave New World trailer. So yeah, I just love that scene right here, and I also love how like the characters are still getting along right here. Since I love the team up scenes right here, and yeah, I was just impressed with the good quality right here in this film right here in this brand new movie. But yeah, I did have fun with those scenes right here, and I also love like some of the scenes with Valentina in it, since I still love the good sense of humor for that right here. And yeah, I still can't dig the void scenes right here. I thought they were insanely great to me, in my opinion. They were so great to me, in my opinion, since was very impressed how Lewis, his character, the void right here, says he still freaking crushed it right here. So, anyways, yeah, he did crush it in the film, since now it's becoming like my most favorite role of his of all time. Since I'm impressed with how Lewis did a great job playing as Bob slash the Void in the movie right here, since all the actors did a great job, especially Florence, Sebastian, David, Wyatt, and Julia too. So yeah, very great characters right here, since I love the good scenes right here. And I also dig the action scenes, because again, I'm a real sucker for action films, and I am a real sucker for fight scenes too. But yeah, I'm glad the MC is back on track again, since because this film was so freaking great. Well, you should check it out yourself if you like get a chance to. But again, like if you guys already watched the late night premiere like I did, well, I hope y'all had a good time with this film, because I had a good time watching this movie right here. So I totally love the good quality and stuff. Like I said before, since I'm a good, well, not good, real sucker for good quality, because I like movies with good quality and stuff. But yeah, I totally dig everything about this film. I thought it was great, since I'm gonna give it like a 9 out of 10 in my opinion, because how great it really is right here. So yeah, I can't wait to see the Thunderbolts coming back in Avengers Doomsday next May, because of the cast announcement that has been announced since in March of this year, since we are going to see Florence, Sebastian, Wyatt, Lewis, David, and some of the, actually, yeah, those characters are coming back in Avengers Doomsday. So I can't wait to see them again next year for Avengers Doomsday right here, because I wanted to see more of them, and it's gonna be so exciting, since I still dig the post-credit scenes. I don't want to spoil a thing right here, so we do get two, since I like the MCU films to have more than two post-credit scenes or so, but still, I am a real sucker for post-credit scenes. But yeah, this is a really great MCU movie. Like I said, I'm giving it a big, strong 9 out of 10, because it was so freaking insanely good. And I'm not even joking about it. So yeah, that's just my no spoiler review for the Thunderbolts. I totally dig it right here, and it's a double thumbs up and a win-win for me. And honestly, it is way better than Brave New World, to be honest, because how good it is. But yeah, at least I had a fun time with this film, and I totally enjoyed it. So I don't have anything else to say about it, but that's all I've got so far right here. So that is it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and check if you're new. And I'll see you later.